If you're looking for an alternative to Photoshop that might be free for basic like editing of photos and manipulation, then Photopea, Photopea, whatever you want to call it, might be a really good choice. It is free, it's web-based, it's photopea.com. And so let's take a peek at it. It looks pretty much just like Photoshop. I've used it in classes before where we didn't have enough licenses of Photoshop for the whole class, or we fell in between licenses or whatnot. And so this can be a really good solution for being able to open PSD files or manipulate photos in a very similar way. It just doesn't have the latest, greatest features that Photoshop might have. So I'll click on this photo, upload it, and you can see here I've got my photo loaded. One of the common things you might want to do is to crop images. And so this actually gives you a pretty good way of cropping and understanding what you're going to get when you crop your image. So first things first, you could go up to image and you can go to canvas size, or you could go to image size. Now canvas size is going to keep the image the same size. It's just going to reduce the size of the canvas where we're manipulating the image. Image size will actually scale the image. And so if we go to image size, right now this is 3000 by 4000. If we were doing video, that's quite larger than what we would need. You can see it's actually 12 megapixels right now. So one of the things that we could do is fix the resolution by scaling it. The problem is, so if I just went in here and we're making a video that's vertical, if I typed in 1080, you'll see it defaults to keeping this ratio 3:4. So if I turn that lock off, I just have to click the little lock and then type in 1920, that's HD, and hit OK. You'll see 9 by 16. And if we zoom in on this image a little bit, you'll see it's like distorted my image. Now my flower is kind of like squished. So that's less than perfect, and that's not what we're going for. So we're looking for a way to adjust this a little more precisely. So a good starting place for that is to click on this little rectangle selection tool, or you can use the crop tool. And either way, right now it says free, but if I went to fixed ratio, I could go here. Now for vertical video it's 9 by 16. For horizontal video like YouTube, it would be 16 by 9. So I'm creating something that's going to be a vertical video, so we'll do 9 by 16. So it looks like it doesn't do anything until I come out here and I draw this out, and then as I draw it out, it's actually going to force this to be 9 by 16. Now you can see I started drawing from here. If I wanted more of the image, then maybe it would be better from drawing it from the top right corner. So we'll just draw it again, and that is pretty much all the image that I can do. So once I have that shape drawn, I can move this around a little bit. So if I wanted to center the flower, if I wanted the flower on the left side, if I wanted the sky there, whatever might be what you're going for. I kind of like maybe more of the green and less of the sky. I think for our purposes, I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so I'm using this tool that's just a selection tool right now. So if I just hit Control C or do Edit, Copy, then I'll go to File, New, and there's different templates here, but I just need one that's 1080 by 1920. I'm making a vertical project for video or for photo post. I've got that in here. I'll hit paste, so edit, paste. You'll see it pasted in pretty big because the picture is quite large. So if I go to edit, I tend to like free transform, but for our purposes we'll just do scale. That gives us a little bounding box. If you need to zoom out, that's Command minus, and then I'll just make this fit this little box, and it'll kind of snap to it. So that way our image has not been distorted at all. I'll just click my checkbox, and then I can do File, Export As, and we'll be good to go. Now the other way to do this, I'm just going to close that. Instead of using this tool where we're drawing the rectangle, I can go to my crop tool. So if I click on my crop tool, since I've already drawn it out with my rectangle tool, it's going to keep that shape. And then if I just hit this little checkbox, it will crop it for me. So that's a little bit easier than going through all the other craziness that we did just a second ago. I have my image cropped now, and now that I've done it this way, it's not squished, it's not pinched or anything. The flower looks nice and normal. So I still have my selection here, so I try to get in the habit of doing select, deselect, and that way nothing is selected there. But we could make this file a little bit smaller because it's going up on the web. It could be a video thumbnail or whatever. So under image size, I can go here and I could do a couple things. Let's change this to 1080, and then it looks like it rounded down by 1 pixel. We'll put it back up to 1920. That makes it 9 by 16, and we'll hit OK. So I've got it a little smaller. If I go to image size, right now it's still at 2 megapixels, which is okay. We'll go to File, Export as JPEG. We can tell it the quality level that we want. Let's put it at 70%. I think that's fine. And we'll do Save. It'll pop up in our files here. And so now let's look at what we have. So if I look at the info for this, the one on the right is my original photo, and it's 4.4 megabytes, and it's that 3024 by 4000. If I look at the one that I've edited, you can see it's more 9 by 16 rather than that more rectangular format. And if I just click on it, you'll see now that as a JPEG image, it's only 258 kilobytes, and it's at that 1080 by 1920. And even at 300 dpi, it's still significantly less than this larger photo. So this is the correct aspect ratio. I could put it in a video if I wanted to, make a title slide, make a thumbnail for a vertical video. If I rotated this, it would also be ready for an HD use. Maybe that would look more normal there, and I could put this in a video as a thumbnail or something like that if I wanted to, because now it would be 1920 by 1080. That's just some basic stuff of cropping with Photopea. There's tons more stuff we can do with it.